Hi, it's Ingrid, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm planning on doing another reading vlog. I was thinking I could try to finish some of the books I've started, because right now there's a lot. I think I have 8 books. 4 of them is kind of my main priority. I'll show you all of them and then we're going to try to get through as many as possible, because I hate having things unfinished. Some of them I've put down for different reasons. We'll go through all of that, but I'm also gonna open my phone to get the stats on when I started the books. So the first book I have is Brotherhood by Mike Chen. I started this one February 24th and then I read it again February 28th and I got 67 pages into it. This one, it was just, the writing was very complicated. I wasn't really able to relax while reading it. I don't remember much, but it's about, obviously, Anakin and Obi-Wan, and I don't even care. I want to read it, I just wasn't interested, and it was just weird in a way. Like, nothing weird was happening. It was just weird to read this, because I guess I was just expecting something along the line of the movies. But obviously it isn't, because this is a different story, but I don't know. I might read this one, because I think maybe my state of mind at the time could have been the problem. I think I'm gonna enjoy it. It's not my main priority right now, but now that I actually opened the book, I kind of want to read it again. Then, this is I was going to say Norwegian book, but it's not. It's a Swedish book, but I have the Norwegian translation. And Perfect Storm, it's the first book in the Alex Storm series. It's pretty boring, actually. Like, I'm not enjoying it that much. I started it at the end of March, read it March 30th and 31st, and then I picked it back up in June, and I still didn't enjoy it much. I'm 145 pages in, and it's just, I don't know what I was expecting, but it's not that interesting. It's about this man who, the tax people or something, I don't know how to explain it, are kind of after him, and there's a fire and things are happening, and then there's some things are going on in China and some things are going on in Sweden, and I'm very confused and I'm kind of bored. And I'm kind of just living in denial, because I have DNF'd it with no intention of picking it back up, but then I tell myself that I might read it, because I have the next book as well, but I'm just bored, so I don't think I'm going to read that in this video. And then on June 1st I started Spare by Prince Harry. This was just boring, and it's just the whole pages are just written, they're so full, which obviously I expect, like every book is that, but it's like, it's boring. And I guess it's his life story, but I'm 20 pages in and honestly not enjoying it much. I'm going to read it eventually, I ended up putting it down. Then this next one is like really hyped up, Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. I started this July 2nd. And then I brought it with me to Amsterdam, because I went to Amsterdam to go to the Eras tour. Didn't read anything there, and then when I got back home I didn't read anything either. I was just in a major slump. And I never really had the desire to pick it back up, because I wasn't enjoying it as much as I was expecting. Because everyone speaks so highly of Abby Jimenez, but this one is just kind of, I didn't care. And the female main character in this, so annoying, so I just put it down. But I really want to read it. And I want to read the rest of her books, at least the ones in this like little series. So that's one of the books that I've really wanting to get to in this video. Then July 9th I started a reading vlog where I was supposed to read F1 romances, so I started Throttled by Lauren Asher. I have the whole series. I got, how far into it did I get? 56 pages in. Never picked the book up, never ended up finishing the video obviously, because I gave up on the book. I wasn't loving it. I might continue it. Obviously I'm gonna have to continue it because I own the whole series, but I didn't really care too much, so I don't think that video is gonna happen, so I might pick it up in this one. So the whole F1 romances video, not happening. Then on August 8th I started The Rule Book by Sarah Adams. This one just annoyed me. The characters. The man is just rude, and the girl, the woman, unnecessary character traits. It just felt like every stereotypical romance female main character trait was put into this one character, and her inability to stay serious pissed me off. So I put it down. The book just made me extremely angry. But I really want to get through it. So, I'm hoping. Like, I loved the cheat sheet. The first book in this little series. Then I read When in Rome, and it was fine. This one, it just makes me angry. I think the writing is good. But the characters, so annoying. But I'm really thinking of choosing that one because I really want to get through it. And then in my Reading Ben Barnes favorite books video, some point in August, I didn't write down the dates, which annoys me because I'm keeping track on all of the pages I read every single day. Didn't for this book, but I picked up Normal People. I got 106 pages into it, then I put it down. Because this is so bad. Like, it's really bad. And everyone is so obsessed with it. But it's just so bad. And I don't know, I want to DNF it, but I also want to finish it, because I want to know. But it's just bad. So I don't know what to do. Last book I have is The Crow Trap by Anne Cleves. This is the first book in the Vera Stanhope series. I love the show, so I'm hoping to like the books. So far, bored. The investigation hasn't even started, and I'm 44 pages in. Maybe it's wrong of me to expect that, but it's just, I don't care. Nothing's happening while things are happening. But I started this at the end of August, picked it up again September 12th, picked it up again today. Didn't have time to film before, so I just brought this downstairs. But I don't know which book I want to choose. I think The Crow Trap, The Rule Book, Part of Your World, and Normal People are the ones that I have on my radar for this video. Might read the others, might not read these. Who knows? Which one should I choose first? I don't know. We'll see. Camera is charging, so I'm filming on my phone. Everyone's asleep, so I have to be quiet. But I just finished Normal People. And I don't know what to say. I hate the book. But everyone is always crying at the end. So I wanted to finish the book to know what was going to happen. But I don't understand what was sad. Why were people crying? Like, people are sobbing while reading this book. Finishing this book. Sobbing, bawling their eyes out. For what reason? I don't understand. There's nothing. This book is nothing. 1 star. Less if I could. Honestly, the worst book that I've ever read, and I don't think a worse book exists. It was painful. Like, I think I would actually rather die than touch this book again. I feel offended on behalf of the trees that had to die to make the paper, to make this book. And this is such a well-loved book, and usually when I don't like a book, I can still, like, see that other people can like it. I don't like it, but other people can, and I can understand that. But with this one, there's no way that people are actually liking this. Both characters, insufferable. Nothing in me can see how people can like this. Honestly, there's nothing likable about this book. It's horrible. If this was the first book I picked up when I started reading, I would never read again. I don't understand how this got published. How did anyone look at this and think, oh, we're gonna put that out in the world? Awful, horrible, worst thing I've ever read. It's just so bad. Like, it's extremely bad. Never reading Sally Rooney again, because I don't understand. How do you put this out in the world? How do you write this and think, oh, I'm proud of this, I'm gonna put it out there? It's bad. It's just horrible. It's bad. I'm mad. I'm angry. A waste of time. And I thought there would be something at the end that would, like, make me happy, that, oh, I'm glad I finished it. But no, nothing. Not a single tear. Not even a feeling of sadness. I'm just glad it's over. Okay, as you saw, I finished Normal People last night. I hated it. I think the next book I'm gonna pick up is The Rule Book by Sarah Adams. This is the second book to the cheat sheet. This is about a football player and a sports agent, and they have some history together. She gets assigned him as her new client. He's not having it, and then I don't even know. Things are happening. I found both characters insufferable, so I don't really know how to feel, because I do want to read it because I really enjoy Sarah Adams' writing, and I think I'm gonna enjoy the book. I just need to get into it and get over the characters. So if I can see some character development, I think I'm gonna enjoy it. So I'm gonna sit down and read. It's really cold, but I got new clothes and I want to wear them. But I also feel like I should put on a hoodie because I'm freezing to death. I might also need to get my oven in here because it's very cold now, and I'm not ready for that. I love fall, I do, but why is it so cold? I don't need that. But I'll try to give you as many updates as possible. Let's go. I'm a little over 200 pages into the rule book and I'm definitely enjoying it more. I still think that the characters are very childish, and I just don't like the way they were dealing with things in the beginning, because Derek was just rude, and it's not like he is a rude person, he was just choosing to be rude. And then Nora, just the way she can't be serious is annoying me, and the constant joking, bad jokes, like it's not even like she's funny, and the jokes doesn't even make sense. If they were like making sense to what was going on, I could have accepted it, but they don't. But I do like to see the moments with Derek and his team and all of their interactions and the way things are going right now. I hate the living in denial and the miscommunication and all of that, but I like the way they're interacting with each other when I can see that they clearly cares for each other. So I'm having fun. It's not my favorite book, but I'm enjoying it. I'm gonna continue reading for a bit. I might finish, I might not. Who knows? I do have some schoolwork I should be doing, so I'm probably gonna do that at some point today as well, but I'm gonna read for a little bit longer. So I started filming this video at the end of September and then never finished it. So what you've seen before this is me in September. Now we're in November. It's like November 13th, I think. And I'm pre-filming videos for Bookmas. So I thought, since I already have a video started, I might as well just continue it and post it instead of just throwing it out. So I'm going to continue now. I have 3 books that are like my main focus of the books I've started. Probably going to read 1 or 2 of them in this video. So I just talked about, in the last clip, the rule book. I don't know where the rest of the footage for that is. It's not on my camera, it's not on my camera roll, and it's not on my laptop. So that's unfortunate, but I did rate the rule book 4 stars. I finished that in September. So I don't know where that is, because I know I've talked about it. But I don't really remember much of my thoughts. I liked it a lot more at the end than I did in the beginning. Didn't hate it as much, I just needed to get past the annoyingness of the characters. I did end up liking it. And I love like a vulnerable man, and I feel like the male character in that book had a lot of feelings. But now, I wanted to read 1 or 2 of these. I think I'm going to start with Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez, because I've heard so many good things about that. I'm not that far into it, but didn't like what I read, but I was in a slump, so it might have been because of that. I might like it more now. I want to read The Crow Trap, but I'm just really bored by it. I think that maybe I like it more when we get into the actual investigation, but like getting to it takes too much for me, so I haven't completely decided, but I think we're gonna start with Part of Your World. I am 82 pages into this, so I think we're just gonna give it a go. I don't even remember what this is about. This girl, I think she's a doctor, she works at a hospital, then she goes to this small town, her car breaks down, she goes to this bar, meets this person, ends up sleeping with him, I think, but she's like, I don't do this, so she leaves, but then she comes back, and she's just really annoying. I think that was my biggest issue with this book, is the female main character, the way she just talks about him and this situation just bothered me a lot. It's very like elitist. I feel like she thinks she's better than him, that he's not good enough for her because she's a doctor and he's just a small town boy, and it just pissed me off. But we're gonna try again, and like I know that there's gonna be some changes. It's a romance book, but we're gonna give it a go and just try and sit down and read at least a few pages, hopefully a lot. I don't know, we're gonna sit down and try. I might move over to The Crow Trap if I don't like it. First impressions, even though it's technically not first impressions, but second try first impressions. I really enjoy the writing. I didn't do that the first time I read it, but now I'm having fun and I'm like enjoying the book, the writing, the way she builds things, and I'm having a good time, so that's good, because I have been feeling slumpy recently, and this one, I think it has the chance, the potential to pull me out. What I don't like is that a doctor, she's so special, he's just a small town boy. I hate it. She's a doctor, so what? It doesn't mean anything. I don't understand what it is about people who think just because they're a doctor they're special. There's nothing more than a normal person, and it pisses me off. Like, what you do for a job doesn't say anything about you, and he keeps being like, oh, she's a doctor, I'm not good enough. For what? She doesn't deserve more just because she's a doctor, and he doesn't deserve less just because he's a small town boy. And like, we don't have doctors here, that's not the kind of people who are here. Shut up. Actually, the characters are so annoying. But I'm gonna continue because the writing is good and I'm having fun. I'm glad I picked it up. Let's chat. I could have finished this book yesterday. I didn't, because it's not fun to watch a video if I just talk to you once and then finish the whole book and come back, because I need to like talk while actually reading, tell you things as we go along. And it was late, people went to bed, and I didn't want to talk when there was someone else up here. So I got to page 208. I think I have like 160 something pages left. So I'm gonna sit and read that right now. So far, this is not one of my favorite books. Like, I really enjoy the writing, and I think it's very easy to read, easy to follow, and I have a good time reading. The characters, I just don't like them very much. The man is like a really good man, genuinely good person, who's just cute. He's so soft. I love him. but the way he thinks about himself, being like, oh, she's a doctor, she's too good for me, and I've already talked about this, but I hate it. She's not better just because she's a doctor. And also, the girl, I just don't like her very much. Their moments together are very cute. I like their relationship and them actually being together, interacting with each other. What I don't like is the way she thinks about herself compared to him. Like, he's not good enough for her. And I know that, like, the people she's surrounding herself with acts that way, like they're better. But, like, just get away from them. Stop being with them. I like that she was actually, like, angry at her friends. But still, like, you don't have to be with them. And the whole... I can't really spoil things. But just accept it. You're in love with this man. Stop caring. It's really annoying. So far, I like the writing and their actual relationship. The story and the characters as individuals, not so much. I like the man a lot more than the woman. Do I have anything else to say? I don't like the people in Alexis's life. Her parents makes me so angry, and the fact that she's not standing up for herself makes me very angry. The ex-husband makes me angry, and all of it. But I'm gonna finish this book right now. My head hurts so bad. I don't know what to do, and I don't know why. My head was hurting earlier today because I was wearing some other earrings and I'm a little allergic to them. So that's not great. Camera battery is flashing, like I knew that was gonna happen. But I just need to get on here to tell you about this. I finished it. I don't know what to say. Like, I liked it. I feel like I should give it 4 stars. There were things in here that really bothered me, but I think the writing is really good. I think Abby Jimenez is a really great writer. Her storytelling is so good, and I just had a good time reading this. It definitely brought out a lot of emotion in me, and I think that's a good thing, even though I would like to just be happy. This doesn't make me happy. Some of the characters' choices made me very angry. I understand that in books we're going to get a lot of different lives and different experiences within their families, relationships, all of that. But I don't like characters that makes me angry. But I can't really judge the book badly because there's characters that annoy me, because they were meant to be annoying. Our main girl, Alexis, I didn't really like the choices she made sometimes, but I guess in her circumstances it's easy for her to fall into that life, and breaking out of that is hard. Like, I get that. So maybe it's good for her character that this is the way it was told. Like, things got better. It's a romance book, we knew that. I really like the guy, Daniel. He's really cute. I've already said something, so I'm not gonna say it again. I don't like the way they all think that she's better than him just because of her job and who her family is, because that's not how humans work. The ending was a little predictable. Like, I knew exactly, not necessarily how it happened, but what would happen. I knew that pretty early on in the book. But I'm glad that I at least got something I wanted. So I don't really know what to say. I think giving it 3 stars is too low, because it's a very easy read. I think I was just very angry the day I put it down the first time, because I couldn't handle some of the characters. But it's a good book, and I enjoyed it, and I'm glad I have the next 2 books in this little interconnected series. I'm excited for that. I think it's a good book, and I'm not 100% set on my rating. for now, I'm gonna keep it at 4 stars. In my wrap-up, you might see something different. I haven't really decided yet, but like, it can always change. But I think 4 stars is a good way to look at it right now. Now, I should bring you the other books I read in this video and just do a tiny little wrap-up. I'm not gonna be doing that. Don't remember what I read. I read the rule book and one more. What did I read? I genuinely have no idea what I read. I started this video in the beginning of, no, at the end of September, and I haven't picked up the camera since for this video, so don't know. But that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed. I am very excited for Bookmas. Bookmas is going good so far. I have things planned out, so